Hello creative coders, welcome to our channel Creative Coding. I hope you all are doing great. So in this video, we are going to learn a basic functionality which almost every website has, which is called the verify password functionality. So whenever you try to register yourself on a particular website, it must ask you to provide password 2 times to check whether your password matches or not. So we are going to be creating this. As you can see, we got two input boxes. First will be for your password, and second to check whether your password matches or not. And if it matches, you can see the alert message below as match, and if it is not matching, you can see the alert message as not matching. So this is a very cool project, and it is going to teach you a lot about DOM elements in JavaScript. So without any further ado, let's get started. So here we are in the code editor, and you can see I have added the title as verify password in bracket JavaScript, since we are going to be using JavaScript for comparing the passwords. I have also added the font awesome CDN. Okay, we are going to be using font awesome icon like a tick mark and exclamation mark for matching password and not matching passwords respectively. Okay, and I have added the link to style.css and script.js. All right, so let's start. First, I want a div of class container. Okay, now inside this div, I want a form. So form. Let's close it first. Now inside this form, I want two input tags. Okay, two input areas, text areas. So for that, I want to write an input. Okay, all right, so inside this, let's add some attributes. First will be the type of input tag, so the type will be password. Okay, next let's give it a class of password. Also I want it to have an ID of password. Okay, and let's give it a placeholder. Let's say your password. As you can see, we got this placeholder means it specifies or it instructs the user what exactly do they have to type in this input box. Okay, so I have written your password, that's why we can see the placeholder as your password. So our first input tag is complete. Let's copy this, paste it below. Okay, so for the second one as well, the type will be password, the class will be password, ID changes. Let's say check password. Okay, and I want the placeholder to be confirm your password. Okay, so we got this placeholder, and below this input tag I want the alert message for user, like if your password is matching or if your password is not matching. So I want to display that message, so I want to display it in p tag. Let's give it an ID alert. Okay, and let's close it. So this is a area we have given the alert messages an area of ID alert. So our HTML is completed. Now let's jump towards CSS. Okay, so let's style this two input tags. First, let me target the whole document. So star, I want to set the default margin as 0 and default padding as 0. So as you can see, there are no left and top margins and paddings to our input box. Okay, and below this I want to change the color of placeholder as well. So in order to change the color of placeholder, you have to write this pseudo element placeholder, and let's just change the color to gray. So to A8 A8 A8. Okay, so yes, and now let's target the container. Now first I want it to have a width of 100%, a height of 100, view height. Okay, let's center all of our input boxes. So display flex, justify content as center, align items as center. So both of them comes in the center. Okay, all right, so next I want to change the background hash f6f7fc. It is a light grayish color. Okay, so that's it, I guess. Yes. Now let's target the form under which our input boxes are present. Okay, so for that, since it is a tag, that's why you don't have to select it, you just have to write the tag name. So form, first let's display it as flex. Okay, so now I want to display it one after one below another. So for that you just have to specify the flex direction as column. So both of them will be aligned into a single column. Okay, let's specify the width as 500 pixel. So both of them will get a width of 500 pixel. Okay, now let's target the input boxes of class password. Okay, so in this, first let's have a width of 100%. As you can see, we got the background color. I want to remove that, so background will be transparent. Okay, so the background color got removed. Next, I don't want any border, so border will be none. Okay, so the border got removed. Also, as you can see, when I click on it, the border comes back. Okay, so for that you just have to set the outline as none. So when you click on it, the border doesn't come. Okay, also let's give it a border bottom property. This will add a bottom border to your input box. So border bottom, let's say 2 pixel solid, and I want the color to be 232323. So we got this border below our input tags, and let's try to adjust the spacing between all of these input boxes. So let's say padding 0 0 20 pixel 0. So it will add a 20 pixel bottom padding to your input boxes. Okay, let's say I want a margin top of 50 pixel. So it will increase a margin top property for both of them. Okay, and let's change the font family to Poppins, which for which we have added the Google font. Okay, this. So as you can see, we changed the font family. Let's change the font size to 16 pixel. Okay, the size got increased. Next, I want a letter spacing of 2 pixels, so it will increase a 2 pixel spacing between the letters of your placeholders or the font. Okay, also let's change the color as hash 232323. So whenever I write something here, that's the color you see. Okay. All right, I think the input.password is completed. Okay, our form is completed. So the main thing that remains is that alert message. So let's try applying the functionality of verifying password in JavaScript. Okay, so now we have to apply the functionality of verifying password. So we're going to do that in JavaScript, but before that, let me add inside our second input tag a property called on key up. So basically on key up is an event which means that whenever you press something and whenever you release that key, this on key up attribute will be called. Okay, so in that inside this I am passing a function called check. So whenever on key up function is called, it will jump to JavaScript, look for that function and execute it. Okay, so we're going to define this check in our JavaScript. So where check equals to, this will be a function. Okay, so whenever I suppose click one here and when I release that one button, this on key up will perform this check function inside a JavaScript. Okay, so I hope you understand the flow of this JavaScript function, this on key up event. Okay, now inside this whenever this check function is called, what exactly I want to do is I want to get the values that are passing in this text boxes, input boxes. I want to get those values and I want to check if both of them are true or not, or both of them are equal or not. Okay, so for that we are going to use if condition. Okay, now inside this if, let me say document dot get element by id. This will get the values or all the attributes that are passed inside this specific id. So first I want to target this specific id, the first input box. So this will be password. Okay, now I want to get the value of this input box, so dot value. Using this I will get the exact value that I'm going to write here. Suppose I write 1 2 3, so this will capture that value. Okay, next I want to compare it with document dot get element by id with the second input box, which is having the id as check password. Okay, so check password again dot value. This will check if the value that is passed inside the first input box is equal to the value that are passed in the second input box. So if both of them are equal, I want to target the alert, this alert paragraph tag. So document dot get element by id, inside this will be alert. Okay, next I want to style it. So in JavaScript, if you want to style a particular element, you have to write dot style and then the value of your attribute. So I want to change the color to green since it is matching. So preferably logically green will be the color. So hash 3AA832 3AA832. Okay, so this will be the color. Also I want to add a message here inside a alert id. So get element by id inside this alert. Okay, dot now I want to pass an html code. Okay, so if you want to pass any html code inside using JavaScript, you have to write this inner HTML property. Okay, now you have to write that HTML code. So inside inside single quotes, first I want a span tag. Let's close this span tag. Okay, now inside this span I want to use first icon. So in order to use the font awesome icon, we have to use I. If you want to get a detailed explanation on how to use font awesome icon in your website, I have uploaded a video on that. You can see a card up. Just click on it and you will be redirected to our font awesome icon video. Okay, so then you have to write the class. Okay, and inside this class I have to pass that particular icons class, so FAS. Okay, and I want a tick, so FA hyphen check hyphen circle. Okay, let's close this I tag, and inside this I want to write match. Okay, so let's see if this is working or not. Let me write here 1 2 3 1 2 3. So as you can see we can see this match coming. Okay, suppose if I write some big 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, as you can see we can see this match coming because both of our passwords matches. Now we want the same thing for if the password does not match. So else means the password is not matching. So let me copy this whole. Okay, and let's paste it here. And since the password is not matching, so logically the color will be red. So the color code for red is EE2B39. Okay, and I want to change the icon, so this will be an exclamation mark hyphen triangle. Okay, and inside this I want to write not matching. Okay, so let's see this happening. If I write 1 2 3 and if I write here 1, you can see the not matching alert message is appearing. The password is not matching. If I write 2, again the password is not matching, and if I write 3, we can see the alert message for matching has appeared. So we have successfully verified our password, but as you can see this is not looking great. So let's style it in CSS. Okay, let's come to our CSS and let's target that span. Okay, and inside this let's first display it as flex. Okay, let's specify the width to be 100%. Next I want it to have a margin property. Top will be 20 pixel, left 0 pixel, right 0 pixel, bottom 0 pixel. Okay, let's add a font family of Poppins. Let's add font weight 400. Okay, next let's transform it, text transform to be uppercase, so all of the text will be in uppercase. Let's increase the font size to be 12 pixel. Let's add some letter spacing of 2 pixel, and let's align items in center. Okay, so let's see if this is working. 1 2 3 one. Yes, it's working. We have 20 pixel top margin. We can see the text transformed to be in uppercase, and we can see the letter spacing of 2 pixel. Okay. Now let's add some spacing between the icon and the text. So for that, let's target the eye first, and let's include a margin right property of 20 pixel. So let's see 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now this is looking good, right? Yes. So that's it for this video. I think you now know how you can compare and verify passwords using just these, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code. Okay. So yes, that's it. Thanks for watching till the end, guys. I think you might have a little basic understanding on how things work in JavaScript, how you can add HTML codes using JavaScript, how you can style a particular element according to your will using JavaScript. So that's the whole purpose of this video, to help you understand what exactly you can achieve using JavaScript in your website. So if you have any doubt related to this video, comment down under the comment section, or you can contact me on these social media handles. I would love to help you out. And don't forget to check out Newton School website to learn more about them and the services they are providing. So keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.